this is the first year that I've seen that they're doing this. They've mown it every year up until this year.
And mowed right over.
Yeah, and it caused a bit of a problem. This mound has been especially a bit of a problem because it's had virtually everything done to it. So most of its life that I knew of it, it was under trees.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think the final point in why they pulled it out, and now it's under grass, is because it had, what do you call them, warthogs living in it.
Oh, okay, like
Yeah.
right, groundhogs.
Groundhogs, yeah,
okay.
living in it. It dug a bunch of burrows in it. The soils that are in these mounds are different than what you're going to find outside of the mounds.
Okay.
That's one of the ways, well, that's the way we found that bird in Muscatine.
The one that's not really good for.
Yeah, it's flat as pancake today, but I think it's got a 1,600-foot wingspan, roughly double the size of this. So there's one other bird that way, and there's a bear over that way. So right here, I don't know if you guys can see it.
Oh, yeah.
They dug a trench into this from right here. You can see the. And in the center of it, they found I think it was a log structure. And underneath, if I remember right, were two adults, both of which were in a sitting position. And then I think above was a child.
Really?
Or something, something like that. And there used to be an oak tree sitting, I think it was an oak tree sitting right there. And it got blown down in that storm. I was called about it, so I came over, and part of the tree was in the mound, part of the tree was off the mound. And it was up and that direction, as I remember, right? And you could clearly see the difference in the soils from what's out here to what's in there. You don't find the borrow pits. I mean, when you look around,
yeah, that's right.
Where are the borrow pits? Where did the soil come from? My guess is that this soil probably came from the lake, but that's awfully hard to say too. And we know, it was especially obvious in this right here, this mound is dug down about a foot, foot and a half. Before they made the mound, or they filled it in, they dug it down.
Okay.
The body would be placed about in the center, with whatever grave goods that there might be, and then the soil was brought in. Now, Jim Schurz would tell you that all of these mounds were surveyed, and I have a tendency of agreeing. They're telling a story. They're not just randomly placed. And that somebody actually surveyed these, came in, and then as they were needed, they would be built. But they knew the story that they were telling. But for those of us today, those stories are pretty much all gone.